Hirohiko Araki is a Japanese manga artist and the author of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. His real name is Toshiyuki Araki. Born on June 7, 1960, he made his debut in 1980 with his one-shot Poker Under Arms and began his professional career with the short series Cool Shot BT, Bao the Visitor, and Gorgeous Irene. His work on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is divided into several parts and continues to be serialized for over 30 years, totaling 131 volumes. Araki grew up in Sendai, Japan, with his parents and younger identical twin sisters. He cites his sister's annoyances as the reason he spent time alone in his room reading manga, naming Ita Makoto as the most important one to him. He supposes that his father's art books were his motive for drawing manga. He was particularly influenced by the work of French artist Paul Gauguin. After a school friend praised his manga, he began secretly drawing manga behind his parents' backs. He submitted his first work to a magazine in his first year of high school. All his submissions were rejected while other artists his age or younger were making successful debuts. He decided to go to the publisher's offices in Tokyo in person to find out why, taking a manga, Poker Under Arms, that he stayed up all night to finish. The Shueisha editor he met highly criticized the work, but said it had potential and to clean it up for the upcoming Tezuka Awards. In 1980, with the Wild West one-shot Poker Under Arms, was a selected work at that year's Tezuka Award. His first serialization was Cool Shot BT in 1983, about a young magician who solves mysteries. But the first series to display his signature amount of gore was 1984's Bao. It tells the story of a man who is implanted with a parasite by an evil organization, giving him superhuman powers, and follows as he fights against them. His next series would become his magnum opus, 1987's JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. The series begins in 1880s England and follows Jonathan Joestar and his adopted brother Dio Brando, who eventually tries to kill their father in order to obtain his share of inheritance. Subsequent arcs of JoJo follow the descendants of the Joestar family, and many are set in different parts of the world. Part 3, which would become the most popular part in the series, downplays the vampire story and Hammond technique and instead introduces the power of stands, which continues in the series today. Still being serialized over 30 years later, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure has been adapted into numerous other forms of media, and the manga had 120 million collected volumes in print by 2022. From 2011 to 2021, Araki produced JoJolion, the 8th story arc of the series, serialized in Ultra Jump magazine. From September 17th to October 6, 2011, the Gucci store in Shinjuku hosted the Gucci Hirohiko Araki Spur Rohan Kishibe Goes to Gucci exhibition, a collaboration between the luxury Italian clothing brand, JoJo's creator, and the fashion magazine Spur. The exhibit celebrated the 90th anniversary of Gucci and featured a life-size figure of Rohan Kishibe, as well as numerous illustrations by Araki, including actual pieces of the brand's own 2011 to 2012 fall/winter collection and his own original fashion designs. For Spur, Araki drew Kishibe Rohan Meets Gucci, a full-color one-shot featuring Rohan Kishibe that ran in its October 2011 issue. In his book, Manga Theory and Practice, Araki said he had several maps that got him through the difficult times before and during his early career, when he was struggling to gain readers' acceptance. One of the books he reads that influenced him was by the famed French New Wave director François Truffaut with the master of suspense, Alfred Hitchcock, titled Hitchcock Truffaut. The book can be considered a textbook for filmmaking, but he also thinks it's a must-read for aspiring mangaka. The tome, nearly 400 pages long, provides a detailed account of Hitchcock's meticulous filmmaking process. Hitchcock freely reveals specific techniques, including how to foreshadow and set up a plot, and how to develop a character's psychological portrait. The interviews provide one revelation after another, and the book has been indispensable value to him. He still reads through it every now and then.
Hold on, girl, now wait just a minute. I've got something to say, you should hear it. Oh, I'm happy to make time for your feelings, but you have to admit I already do. Let's just break it down to you and me uptown, dancing all around till the disco ball pops. But I have to be me, and everyone can see your anger is misplaced, and I'm yours.